Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Corsair MM700 RGB gaming mouse pad. Now this is an extended cloth, fairly large gaming mouse pad, so for those of you that want something that's going to cover, again, a wide breadth of area, and then if you're into the RGB, you've got it. This is a brand new offering from Corsair, of course integrates with their iCUE software, something that I've been utilizing for years, and it just recently got a refresh, so hopefully that's going to make this even better. I think I paid about, I think it was 70, somewhere between 60 and 70 US dollars, and it hopefully will fit the bill. You know, I have a traditional mat right now, and you know, I was looking to upgrade it, and when I saw that they just launched this, that's when I said I'm going to give it a try. So as you can see, 930 millimeters by 400 by 4. And you know, the RGB lights, some of you are into it, some of you aren't. It's really a matter of personal preference. Not a whole lot else to show you other than the fact that it does have USB pass-through on the wired module, because of course this does need to be hardwired for the RGB lighting. So if you want to connect a mouse, headphones, whatever it may be, you do have 2 USB ports. Beyond that, not a whole lot to tell you other than that, yeah, it's expensive, but God knows that their regular branded extended XL mouse pads like this, gaming pads I should say, are also pretty expensive without any RGB lighting. So let's go ahead and get this out of the box. You can feel the texture there through the hole, and hopefully it fits the bill for what I'm, you know, looking to upgrade to. Now, did I need to have the RGB? No, I didn't have to have it, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, in the event that you want to, you know, get funky, you've got the capability. Let's see if I can figure out how to open this. And again, it's just so close in price to what you would traditionally pay for their regular gaming pads, which I've already purchased in the past. And, you know, I'm not a huge fan of those. They're pretty drab is a way of putting it, I would say. Pretty, you know, if I wanted just a flat, subdued one, I'd go with it. And this is actually more subdued, even though it has the RGB lighting. So we're going to see. If it's a winner, I'll keep it. If it's not, it's going to go back. After all, this wasn't sent by the manufacturer. This is something that I purchased in the hopes of it being a winner. But we'll see. It's kind of like their new 60% mechanical wired gaming keyboard that I'm hoping is going to be something that becomes routinely used. But if it doesn't, it will go the way of the dodo, as they say. So let's go ahead and, well, I was going to use something sharp, but you don't have to. It is user-friendly. You can thank Larry David for that. And here it is. What else do we have inside here? Besides the junk that I threw in, there are some accessories in there, so don't turn it into a garbage hole like I did. So warranty information, as well as the USB cable. It is a braided cable. Surprise, surprise. Let's see if I've got the correct orientation here. I do not. And this thing is massive, as I noted. Hold on. I'm flipping it around. Let's get it to the correct orientation. There we go. And I can already tell you from a size perspective, it is what I was looking for. The only branding is right here, Corsair. I like that. And of course, you could just get yourself, you know, one of these in a flat black color or whatever color you desire. But again, if you were waiting for something from Corsair that would sync with iCUE, which will be beneficial for me, even though I do also use Logitech peripherals as well. Right now, my G915 Lightspeed as well as G502 Lightspeed are my go-tos, so they're not going to sync with this, but you never know when things are going to change in the peripheral world, and I'm kind of waiting on Corsair to match those wireless gaming keyboards, gaming keyboard as well as the mouse. They never really have. I mean, I've used Corsair mice for many years, but they generally haven't been my favorite. The keyboards have been. Logitech and Corsair have always been vying for my business, whether they knew it or not. So Type-C, Type-A, of course, up here is the module that controls everything. So your Type-C is going to get connected right there. Of course, do remove the plastic that's wrapped around this. I'm assuming this is the power button. but it may just be a sync. Power button makes sense. And then the RGB is literally just this plastic tubing, or piping, I should say, all around the edge. So I think it looks good. I didn't, of course, show you, but there is the Type A port right there. It's blending in with the black background, but you've got two there. I likely won't use those because I already am not in love with the fact that this has to be hardwired. But for those of you that do need the additional ports, because this is going to occupy a port somewhere on your desktop or laptop, depending on how you're using this, I think it's smart that, of course, they gave two additional ports. But that rounds it out. Again, the MM700, it is arguably, I think, one of the most attractive options right now if you're in the market for a gaming pad like this that can cover your entire play space, workspace. And then if you want to get funky, you've got RGB capability, and you can tie it into the iCUE suite, which my custom built system is really centered around. I've got iCUE lighting tied through the entire thing, so it's just kind of a no-brainer. Any questions or comments? Actually, before I do that, let's see if I plug it in, if it comes to life. Let's see. I'm going to try to plug it in right now. In fact, rather than using what's stock, I did this last time with the Corsair keyboard, and it didn't like it. I'm just going to throw a 65 watt in and see if it starts to cycle. And it probably won't. And it doesn't. So it does need to be hooked up to a PC. It's not going to just light itself, which is unfortunate, because it would have been cool if it did. I can see, let me see if I can make it reach, just for shits and giggles. Let's see if the braided cable that they include is long enough to make it to the port that I need it to get to, which is my desktop. And let's see right now if just upon connecting, it ends up lighting up. But I don't think it's going to. I think the computer has to be on, which is not something I'm going to do right now. But at any rate, looks nice. It's not too warped. It's not lifting at the edges, which a lot of inexpensive pads do out of the package. So we'll see. I'll know within a week whether or not this is something I want to keep or, of course, take back to Best Buy. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.